a block, click add a block, and automatically it labels it as a block 1. If we don't like the colors or the shape, we can go on block style, and here we can just arrange the size. We can put an image if we want, and we can change the colors and so on. So we're happy with that. And if we want to now characterize our block, because our block cannot fail, as indicated down here, we do a double click, and that opens the block property window. The block property window is divided into two sections. On the left hand side we have starting with the block name. So by default there is a star, and by default it will take the name of block 1. So when we insert the second one, it will be block 2, and so on. We don't like that, so we change that and we call it, say, block A. And then we got some information about the operation, whether the block, what's the age of the block, what's the duty cycle of the block, or whether the block is represented by multiple blocks. So it could be in reality more than one blocks. Here we can put the number, and the blocks could be in series, it could be in parallel, and if they're in parallel, what is the voting criteria? So enables us to simplify considerably the diagram if we got a complex diagram with multiple parts that got similar behavior. And so we take this option, we just consider it as a single block, and then we shift on the right hand side and we see this universal reliability definition, or URD. What it is, this URD is actually a folder that contains information about the block itself. So in this case, it's an analysis conducted to the first failure without any information about the repair, and therefore we simply have will have information about the failure distribution of our block A. So by default it cannot fail, but if we click on these three dots, we can see that it opens up various options. We can select an existing model if we have an existing model already inserted that we can use, or we can create a new distribution, which we've just seen, or we can create a constant, more suitable perhaps for fault 3, and new dynamics that are actually more suitable for preventive maintenance. So we go on to new distribution, and we have different types of distribution. We have sort of reliability type distribution, variable, log normal, exponential, log logistic, and so on. Or we have life stress relationship, Arrhenius, iron, inverse parallel law in their configuration of variable, log normal, exponential. And finally we got some distribution that perhaps maybe more suitable perhaps for other things like modeling costs, or modeling some events that are more completely random events, like for example power outage and so on. So we stick, for example, to a 2-parameter variable distribution, and then we have the option of inserting what are the parameters of our model, and say we accept those two values, and we click OK. We click OK, and we can see that the actual name of the block is being assigned to the URD. So we now have a URD of block A, and we have a model A, which is a variable 2-parameter with shape parameter and scale parameter. And we click OK. We click OK, and we can see now we've assigned this function to our block.